to all the Giants fans that painted their balls blue. Hello, everybody. It is Bell to Birdmen. I'm John Barchett along with Vince Quinn and Taylor Credatis. I might have woken up my entire house and neighborhood. Stay tuned for that. Vince Quinn. I mean, are you fucking kidding me? All those Giants fans in our comment section, everybody lifting us or ripping us left and right. I think somebody even said these are homer takes and all that. Go get a fucking dog because we got too many of them on the field to watch to kick everybody's ass. 5 years ago, the Vikings give us 38-7, and 5 years later, the Giants lay the biggest fucking goose egg I've ever seen in a playoff game. 10-0 against the Giants in the playoffs at home. Vince Quinn, I couldn't feel any better than I do right now. They're going to go win the Super Bowl, baby. Let's go.
John, I literally missed a wedding to be here on the live stream tonight and the post-game show to do this for this game, and it could not have paid off any better than it did. We knew this was happening. Did we not tell everybody on Thursday? Everybody in the world, we were like, listen, everybody, this team, they're so goddamn good. Everybody's forgotten how good they are. The Giants suck. It's only a matter of time. You're all going to see 38-7. 38-7. That's a 38-7 against the Giants. Oh, 3 times in a season, John. 3 times. How can you possibly beat a team 3 times in a season? Well, this is how you do it. You do a goddamn 38-7 at home, which is what it should be, and now you get a home NFC championship game, which is completely ridiculous that they do this again, that Nick Sirianni does this, that Jalen Hurts does this, that everybody wants to doubt Howie Roseman, all the dead cap money and all that stuff that he's done, and they do this. I mean, come on, man. What do you need to believe that this is one of the best run teams in the history of the league and that they're just constantly going to be fucking phenomenal forever? It's been 20 years. It's been 20 years with Jeffrey, and now I'll note Julian Lurie. Julian Lurie, 1 seed Julian Lurie, who's welcome on the show anytime. Julian, please come on the show. Number 1 seed Julian Lurie, his first year. You want to rip him a bunch, give Julian his props, John. You're welcome. I'm going to give the floor to you. Give Julian his props.
Because this is going to be, once again, a positive vibes only show for the most part. I don't know what Taylor Credatis is going to do. He could crash the party at any time, but I do believe that we
Fuck Giants fans.
Yeah, that's my guy. I do believe that we do owe some credit to the font change being 15-3. Congratulations, Julian. You might have made the right call, even though it still looks like dog. Nope. It looks great on the field when it's 38-7 and you're kicking the Giants' ass. And man, oh man, Wink Martindale, shove it up your ass, pal. He's still a killer. You can't get rid of him. My God, I need to talk about that first, and then we're going to get into all the groovy stuff. As wonderfully done if you're watching on YouTube, by the way, of how Vince Quinn got his camera back in focus with that beautiful hat of his.
Master of putting it out of focus. But anyway, and did we not call that on Thursday too? Wink Martindale going, oh yeah, Boston Scott, not a giant killer. And I'm like, well, this is Elmer Fudd shit. And sure enough, Boston Scott scored a touchdown. So
you almost caught him this time.
Martindale's officially Elmer Fudd.
Do you know how much he didn't want Boston Scott to score? I want everyone to go rewatch the game for me, okay? And jump in the Discord, bellandthebirdman.com. Feel free, or just text me, 215-509-5833. Me or Vince or Taylor will respond. But I'm pretty sure that in the early going in the first half, when Boston Scott was on the field, he stacked the box to 9, possibly 10. I don't know if that was he did it 3 or 4 times. Like they all was just like, oh no, you are not scoring on me, motherfucker. And one of those times he concentrated so hard on Boston and keying in on Boston Scott that Jalen Hurts runs the other way for a first down. And I was dying laughing on the live stream. So go make sure to go back and check that out if you can on YouTube. But Jesus, what the hell was Wink Martindale thinking? They got roasted, man. They had maybe that was a game plan, but it was severely the wrong fucking one, especially when Jalen doesn't have to throw that much.
Well, let's talk about the offensive game plan too, because they only scored 7. I mean, that team sucked. They sucked, man. Can I walk
Pay Daniel Jones whatever you want, by the way. Yeah.
Let me walk you down the box score for a second for a couple of things that made it so obvious that this team was going to be absolutely smoked in this game. First off, The number one receiver for the Giants tonight, 7 catches, 51 yards, none other than the great, the all-timer, the Hall of Famer, Richie James, okay, who nobody knows and nobody will ever remember.
That's not a real name, by the way. You made that up.
Second guy, do you know who the number 2 receiving threat, actual wide receiver and reception yards leader was in this game, John? You're going to love this.
Is this the dude with the plumber name that I loved?
No, no, not even. Marcus Johnson. Marcus Johnson.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Marcus.
Reject of a couple of 2017, believe it or not. Marcus Johnson, 1 catch for 17 yards was their number 2 receiver. Otherwise, he got outpaced by Saquon Barkley and Matt Breida in the passing game. So, yeah, that's what you got out of the Giants receivers, and people somehow believed that they were going to win this game.
And by the way, the only touchdown scored was not in the hands of Daniel Jones. It was on that Wildcat run to Breida, speaking of which, and like hilarity just from out. This game had so much action from the Eagles that we were all looking and talking at each other like, holy shit, how is it only the second quarter? Like, it was done. I gave the Giants too much fucking credit. I thought there was going to be like a goose egg type of like 1 or 2 drives, but man, no, those were 25 beautifully scripted plays from Nick and Shane, and I'm going to go there next, man. As much as we will probably still nitpick, especially if there's, some weird bullshit in the NFC Championship game, but I doubt that's going to happen. Nick Sirianni, Shane Steichen, Brian Johnson, the whole crew just knew what to do. And it seemed very simple. They didn't overthink anything, which, they've been notorious to do this whole entire season. Shout out to, oh my gosh, Discord's going to kill me. Who's the really fun analytic guy? Is it Des something? Anyway, somebody will remind me. That dude was tweeting out like, as much as I'm still going to give Howie Roseman's analytic department the aggressiveness and the thumbs up for, basically forcing every coach to go for it on 4th down and being ranked number 1 in the league for doing so. But everything else, the timeouts, the structure, there wasn't any wasteful anything. And, Vince Quinn might say, a little too cute for him. I might even said it on the live stream, to be honest, at the time. But between the Reed Blankenship, let's just go fuck with him, and between trying to get, another false start to go try and get an easier 2-point conversion from the 1, you can't carry those timeouts with you. Go see you might as well, because it doesn't cost you anything. You can't carry. We always constantly say you can't carry the timeouts over. I thought he did it beautifully. Even if you thought it was too cute, I'll let you have the floor if you think so. But I thought overall the coaching staff, phenomenal job head to toe.
Yeah, I want to say first off, coaching staff, phenomenal job head to toe. I will agree with you completely on that. But also, that Reed Blankenship play was total fucking nonsense. There was no play that. It was 4th and 8. You could have gotten them off sides. Who gives a shit? It's still 4th and 3. What are you going to do? The whole thing was so dumb. And if anything, you might as well save it for a point where it's actually relevant, where you're not up 21-0 or 28-0 or whatever they were at that moment, because they were up in the 20s for the majority of this game, overwhelmingly. So,
holy shit.
Yeah, what?
Yeah. I'm just saying this from Zach Berman because I just saw it, and I want your immediate reaction to this because I kind of fucking feel this too because I'm really fucking juiced up right now. Speaking of Nick Sirianni, because he is of clear mind and of clear sound, and Nick Sirianni to Jalen Hurts on Jalen Hurts. This is from Zach Berman. To have him out there, I shouldn't even go here. It's like having Michael Jordan out there. See, now we're starting to get into GOAT territory, and I'm not mad about it. And I'm also riding the wave of hey, this is Jalen Hurts popping in his 3rd year, and fuck everybody that ever doubted this guy. And I'm gonna stomp the yard, and I'm there today. I'm right there. I'm right there. No pun intended. I'm ready to fucking my Hercules type of moment here.
Oh God. I hate
Give me the Gatorade. Let's go.
Oh man, I hate this. Here's okay. I get
Come on.
He's excited and he loves his guy. You know what this makes me think of? This is sports radio brain. you remember when Peter Laviolette said Claude Giroux is the best player in the world?
No.
Damn.
Nobody remembers.
I mean, yeah, thanks for bringing up hockey into this conversation. Great. Yeah, but go ahead.
That's what just happened. He just said he's the best player in the world. Like he just did that, man. Look, I don't think personally, it does not mean that much to me. I will not put that much stake in it. He loves his guy. That's always been him and Jalen. That's what makes this work. That's what makes this go. He's believed in Jalen. He's built the team around Jalen on every level, on a molecular level, and I think that's important, and that's why it's great. But people are stupid sometimes and will look at a quote like this, and I can just imagine somebody 2 years from now after Jalen's played or been paid, and it's week 7, and they lose a game and they're like 5-3 or some shit, 5-2, and people are like, well, this is, you compared him to Michael Jordan, and
So, who cares? Who cares?
hate it.
Dude, everybody ripped Doug Peterson the moment he said that, that 2017 was just as talented as that 96 Green Bay team that was on and won Super Bowl. Everybody fucking killed him. I love this. I fucking love that he just said he's Michael Jordan. That's going to piss so many. It's for the opposite reason. It's going to piss so many people off. And every time they win, we're just going to point to that fucking quote from now on. Give me immediately, Drew, whoever's listening to this, Nick, my God, right now, especially this right now, go to our link at bellandthebirdmen.com where you see I'd rather be watching the bird hats. GMENLOSS 25% off this hat. It will only last until Sunday. That's what he told us because we have a really low frequency on it. But man, somebody make an Air Jalen right now, and I will buy it and give you my money. Please, I can't believe it. It's just coming. Somebody do the Air Jalen for me, even if it's just for me. I will buy it.
And to fully spell that out, by the way, so bellandthebirdmen.com is where you can buy the hats that we're wearing on YouTube. We've been wearing these constantly. We've talked about them constantly. The I'd rather be watching the birds hats. Nick, who made the hats with us and is the man, he's got a killer Jalen shirt on his own already anyway.
Already sold out. So force him to make more. Force him to make more. More on that later. But I don't want to lose this thought.
The code, if you want to get the hats on a discount, 25%. The promo code is GMENLOSS. So go put that in. That'll get you 25% off the hats. But yeah, I don't mind the quote personally. I hate what it's going to do for everybody else. Is where
no. That's what I'm saying, because that is going to piss everybody off to a point where, again, all the Giants fans that came in this week and just said, this is just, you will not believe how good Jalen Hurts is, and no one will. Let them. Fuck them, because they're going to see this. And then I don't even know what the context of Jalen Hurts' quote as he ended his press conference, but I just see, be careful what you wish for. And I don't know who that's to, but that's a fuck you to somebody. That's a, you better suck on these. What is it?
Well, I think he just played against him, his old coach. Well, I mean, yeah, Dable. The lowest,
God, because he is preach. Yes,
I was going to say the lowest point that America's seen him at was a national championship game. Dable's supposed to be the quarterback whisperer, right?
Holy shit!
Like that's why we're here.
Holy shit, Jalen!
That's why we're
shit.
Like everything was right there.
Oh my God, I'm tearing up because of how much energy between that is. Do you know how much of a fuck you that is? Oh my God, they're gonna win the Super Bowl. It doesn't matter. It doesn't fucking matter, man. That's the real point of this game. They are winning the Super Bowl. And if you didn't, this is what I mean, because the train that you didn't know that we told you was coming fucking a year ago is right here, goddammit. This is a special moment. You are terrified of how good this guy is going to be. I don't even give a shit that he said Michael Jordan. Fuck it, go chase it. I have no doubts that he can grab that. I have no doubts that that guy right there, the same guy that sticks out his tongue, that's just as handsome, probably fucking more handsome than Michael Jordan, that can put up 50, that can run for 50, that is smarter than anybody that you can put in fucking front of my face right now. He can just figure it out. And you know what he does? He's not a fucking cocksucking asshole running around slinging guns saying, I'm this, I'm that. He's standing at the podium saying, I don't need the fucking hype like John Barchard. I don't need to get myself pumped up and bang my chest and say, I'm the man, because I already know I'm the fucking man, because my hand stands still, ready to fucking kill at any goddamn point in time. And when he stands up at the podium and says, I'm starving, that means he's going to probably kill Brian Daboll's soul for the rest of his life. I am no longer scared of whatever the New York fucking Giants do. I hope you trade for Lamar. I hope you need all the goddamn help in the world, because there isn't a fucking thing that is going to stop that man, me, this podcast, Vince Quinn, or Taylor Credatus from shoving it down your goddamn throat every single day for the rest of your life. You have no idea what you just stepped into. It's a goddamn landmine. And if you're waking up to that today, this morning, tonight, nightmares, bro. Nightmares. You have no idea what you fucked with. Plus, you allowed him to trade for his best friend, who's not even in his prime and who was for some reason fucking livid on the sideline because he didn't score that touchdown. And I could fucking feel it. Every ounce of energy. If you thought Alshon and his didn't give a shit walking into the Super Bowl, you have yet to meet A.J. Brown. Oh my God, you just put two SEC players that went through the system of the NCAA, that wanted to chew them up and spit them the fuck out. They wanted to bury Jalen in a goddamn graveyard. And look at him now. He's the goddamn MVP and he's coming for you, goddamn it. I can't wait. Drop the mic.
Yeah, you certainly can, man. Dude, I was crying a little bit how funny that was on the first. And then you ended with Macho Man.
No idea. You have no idea what's coming.
It's deeper. Listen, Elizabeth, we're going to go over to that bridge and we're going to burn that bridge and we're going to be the greatest bridge that's ever been built. I love it.
And it's all in fun, but I'm dead fucking
serious. I fucking love it. That's for the shit. It's so good.
I think the Daboll tie is legit.
Dude, that just said, thank you.
That is the lowest point of his football career. Everybody was like, who is this guy? He's a joke. And hey, look at Tua now.
They call him Blake
What are we
Sims.
doing?
They call him fucking Blake Sims.
What are we doing?
I'll never forget that. Oh my God, dude. Oh my God, they're not losing.
No, this is, and that's what everybody needs to remember. This team is it's not just that they're crazy healthy, that they were rested going into this game. It's that they dominated. It's that Gardner Minshew closed this game, and nobody major got injured. I mean, the only update that you might get on the injury front is whether or not Avonte Maddox is back. Like they played Reed Blankenship for significant snaps, and everybody was excited about it. Motherfucker was a quarterback on a fake punt. Like that's what he did tonight. Is a guy that shouldn't matter. I mean, that's amazing. Like that's what this team is. That's how good they are. That's how great they are.
Thank you.
And the fact that the coaching staff came through tonight, when I have my doubts, and we've talked all season about the coaching staff. 14 points on the first two drives. They get an interception right after that from James Bradbury. This was absolutely dominant start to finish. We didn't take this game seriously after the half. We didn't do it. I mean, we fucked around so much after halftime on the live stream because there was no reason to take it seriously.
First quarter.
It's a playoff game in a division. That doesn't happen. Like
the first quarter. Let's be real.
It was trending that way for sure in the first quarter. Yeah.
No, dude, we put on our brakes right then, didn't we? We literally put on the brakes in the after 21-0. We're like, well, kicking our feet up and enjoying this coffee.
Was it literally because like my notes were so sparse? I'll say sparse because it's fun.
The first quarter ended 14-0, but the next touchdown wasn't that far.
I think it was pretty early. But either way, dude, yeah.
And once that happened, we just all knew it was done. And that's a crazy thing. And that's like thinking about this team and how everything's come together and how dominant it's been. I mean, how fitting is it? And I really can't emphasize this enough. How fitting is it that James Bradbury was the guy that, one, gets the interception early, and then two, pops the shit out of that guy early that prevents a first down conversion, and he bobbles it and has to gather it so he can be 1 yard short, and they punt. Like, Bradbury has been better than Slay this season. And given the games he's played, he's been the most valuable player in the secondary. All-pro player, absolutely phenomenal. The Giants cut him. They decided to cut him. Could you imagine and here's why they cut him, because they didn't believe in themselves and their own ability to make the playoffs this year. And if they believed in that, they would have kept him. They knew it was a miracle they made it this far. The Eagles were benefiting from that. And then he's the guy that shuts them down and goes, listen, you might have made the playoffs, you might have pulled a miracle, but you were nowhere close to how good this team is that I'm on now. And it's so awesome to see, man. I mean, this is elite football that's being demonstrated, and people need to wake up and really appreciate that. This is amazing.
It's unbelievable, man. Like, I can't believe how good this team is set up for. You know, like it's. Think about this. Like, there's a top 10 pick coming, and I know we kind of like we discussed this on the last episode. This is only going to get better, you know, and. This is the exact reason, like, I really think there's a good possibility I'm just completely guessing here, that if the Eagles do what we think they're going to do, maybe Slay hangs it up. It's the first time you were a team captain. It's the first time you've been this deep in the playoffs, I think, in your career now. And if you cap this off with a ring, plus, you know, you're doing the media thing just like Kelsey is too, there's no way in hell you can let Bradbury go. There's no way, especially for the reasons why Vince just said, because it's a constant reminder of how bad that organization it is to them. Then you bring in what Taylor is linking with Dable and Hurts, and it's just a constant fuck you reminder. Like 10-0, man, they might never lose to the Giants ever again. After all this, like, it's just it is. Bradbury has been such an incredible ad, and honestly, all good takes tonight, because Vince Quinn had that one pegged big time of how important that was. Like, Bradbury had to be here, and it's a game changer, and it is now. It is, and that's why I think it has to be long-term, and spend that top 10 pick on something sexy that you know is, like, easy for your scouting department to scouts, because it ain't corners. So don't do the same thing that the Giants did. My goodness. But man, shout out to E-Rock. God gravy. Are you seriously eating Pizza Hut right now? That's amazing. So
is it in the stadium? How did he get Pizza Hut in the stadium?
I'm telling you, there's got to be one near there. I know there's one on Aramingo. Where is the next? Do we?
He's eating it in the link. He walked a Pizza Hut pizza into the link and held onto it because he's eating it post game, which means that he brought a full Pizza Hut pizza into Lincoln Financial Field. He held onto it for 4 quarters of an absolutely dominant game where everybody was drunk as shit because you were drinking for 12 hours, and then he's eating it there in the post game. Like, that's a miracle. That's a miracle that he did
that. If there is, and this is, I need your help, because I'm dead serious. I don't care if T and Vince don't want to eat it at all. I'm eating Pizza Hut pizza for the NFC Championship game. Absolutely. If we got to throw some Holy Q barbecue on top of it, or doll it up a little bit, or whatever it is, that's fine.
It's good garbage pizza.
It's great garbage pizza. Yeah. And it only, just like it's going to make everyone mad. It's just going to, like, I love this. If this is all Batman and Pizza Hut, what a great combination.
I mean, Batman done. I still have the costume. I'm happy to reignite the costume.
No, you have to. You have to. Yes, we have to force Vince Quinn to wear the costume next week.
All right, I'm Batman next week. It's done. You'll see me on the live stream as Batman. That's a lock. We'll put it in now. But also, Pizza Hut gives me the poops. So just be ready. Be ready to cover some time.
Batman with the butt flap.
Yeah, the Batman butt flap.
Yeah, I'm not going to wear pants. It's going to be just the cape, so I can swirl it to the side.
I really got to say a nice two dramatically different things. One, the biggest fuck you again to every single Giants fan that crawled into our TikTok. So hello, and the biggest thank you in the world for. I don't think it's a coincidence that Mike from Liquid Death coming on like the pump up show and, getting us ready. Dude, all this cool merch that no joke. Should I say this? I have not taken this off in 2 days straight. I'm wearing the sweatpants and the hoodie since Friday. It is now Saturday. I'm considering wearing it 3 days without taking a shower because that's how comfortable it is. So you can do a lot of great things by going to liquiddeath.com/bell to see where your nearest 7-Eleven is to go crush one of those maybe severed limes, but also it gets you 20% off of this merch. And Vince, yes, no, is it... It is very, very comfy around here. Yes,
man, it's so comfortable. I mean, like if you're watching this on YouTube, we're wearing the exact same outfit. Like we're wearing the exact
unplanned
same.
Too, by the way.
Yes, it's totally unplanned, which is hilarious. But we both decided to, and also I've got another sweatshirt that I got from Liquid Death, and it's like the softest. It's so goddamn comfortable. It's crazy how comfortable it is. I know I'm gonna ruin it with the way I do laundry, but it's wonderful now. So
I'm writing that down for Tuesday because I really need to know how you do laundry now.
All right, let's talk about how we do laundry on Tuesday. We'll put that on the show. But
wait,
now,
Taylor, real quick, do you have a fucked up way of doing laundry in your mind?
I mean, there's only one way to do laundry, which is like the most basic settings.
Oh, okay, yeah. I don't want to spoil it at all.
We'll get into the details of the knobs and all that when I get there. But yeah, it's a
disaster.
It's what you're thinking from me, I think.
Yeah, the only specific thing I do is I'll air dry some things that I don't want shrunk. That's pretty much it.
That's a pretty normal thing. Something
right,
I don't
laundry
do at all.
Habits Tuesday on Birdmen. We're not going to talk about the NFC Championship game. We're just going to talk about laundry. That's
yeah. Oh, and speaking of laundry, actually, I don't believe there was much laundry on the field for the Birds. Was there? I think there was only a flag, maybe two.
Yeah.
Pretty clean game.
Giants 1 penalty for 5 yards. Eagles 5 for 25. Nothing.
Oh, okay. It wasn't. Yeah,
5
nothing.
for 25. Who cares?
Nothing. Just like I don't think now we've been debating this on the live stream. We've been talking about this for a little bit, and this won't last that long, so we're not going to spend too much time on it. But who do you want tomorrow? I fucking want Dallas. I don't give a shit what happens. Give me Dallas. I'm begging them now especially after what Taylor Cordatis has cracked in my nut here. I fucking want them so bad.
Vince, come on.
Yeah, I want Dallas.
Yeah,
baby.
I'm a Dallas guy. You know what it is. I've said that they're really good.
Don't say that out loud on this podcast. I'm a Dallas guy.
No, if you listen, you know. I've said Dallas is, and if anything, it justifies the take from earlier because I said it like 8 weeks ago that Dallas was really good. So I'll take it. But the Eagles are going to kick the shit out of that team in the NFC Championship game at home. There's no doubt about it. And I would love to see them beat the 49ers because they're going to feel themselves too much and they're going to crumble and it's going to be amazing. So yes, give me Dallas.
Real quick note, since Brock Purdy has started, he's only been sacked twice. And that's over what, 6-7 games?
All right, I'll give you a quick prediction then. I'm gonna make Dallas in the upset here. I think not Vince Quinn, but the other Quinn, Dan Quinn, puts him in. Saw some time tonight.
Some time.
I think he puts the nutcracker on Purdy and not Kyle Shanahan. I think it's a low scoring, shitty game that somehow Dan Quinn wins, like somehow some ridiculous field goal in the end, and that leads to, I think that leads to a lot of dark things happening in Philadelphia 1 week from now. In a good way.
We're going to eat so much horse poop. It's going to be great.
Yeah, bring on the horse poop. Bring in the whole trough, honestly. Bring in Biff from fucking Back to the Future and have him back up the whole thing, man. Bring the whole generations. Let's go. Let's grease those poles properly and eat them. Well, yeah, bring in the dog shit, too. Yeah, dog and horse shit this time. There you go.
Real dogs.
Just have A.J. Brown shit in a cup and put it in a safe and have it just saved for 2 weeks and then just throw it on top at the end. We'll all get on top of it. It'll be great. A couple of things. We're going to kill them all. That's why it's such a glorious day. I think these things here, guys. As I would love to hear your final thoughts, and then Tuesday's show. I can't even imagine what Tuesday's show is going to be if we're already doing this. Not only was I proven very correctly about Jalen Hurts and basically this whole franchise as it stands right at this moment, but momentum is not fucking real evidence. Good night.
How is this your time?
Hello. It could have been Gardner Minshew. It could have been Ian Book. They were going to beat the Giants.
They were up 1,000,000 points at halftime. They totally shut it off. It didn't matter because the Giants knew the game was over. They couldn't recover.
We're backing in-game momentum, not game-to-game momentum.
I agree with that, and I'm saying in-game the Giants knew they were dead and they died, and that's momentum.
So the Jaguars just sucked all the momentum from the Chargers? Is that what it was? Okay.
Yeah, the Chargers quit and the Jaguars didn't, and that is mental toughness, and
That's
it goes with
Brandon
momentum.
Staley being a shithead dumbass. And
momentum is real, and die in a ditch.
And to everyone that was remotely tinkling in their bellies or possibly thinking, you know what, this is something doesn't feel right, I'd like to tell you right now, your gut sucks ass. And get on the train. Everyone is forgiven.
Train's gone.
And can we then catch up on the jet or whatever it is? Because I got to tease this right now. We will figure it out. But as of now, I need you to somehow figure out how to get to the live casino, which is right next to the link, because I do believe there's going to be a pretty epic party there. Something that the three of us still have yet to discuss, but have confirmed that they're
making the decision for us. But yes.
But I just want you all to circle that. For now, things could change. Our plan is just to probably rock and roll in the studio, but I just want you to circle that just in case. That being said, I want every person alive to be here if you can. If you're from Canada, California, Croatia, I don't care. I need you to be here for the NFC Championship game. And I'm terrified of what the NFL might do. I also think we mightn't fall in love with the NFL might do. But let's just say this. This might be possibly one of the only times that you might experience an NFC Championship game as it is. And if you don't know, go look up in Google and Mike Florio and blah, blah, blah. I know he could be full of shit. But just in case, I want to experience this with you so badly. I don't give a shit where we are or where we go. But if you want to show up and party and hang out, I think I'm open to that. I want to feel all this. We've had such an incredible time on the road. And I think we can share this now. Like, we anticipated this so much that, like, that's why we went on the road as many games as we did. And, man, it would just be fucking cool as hell to hug each other and just forget about shit for a while. Or, you know, whatever this is for everybody. For us, this is way more than just fucking talking about the Eagles. You know, most of this is just birds fucking therapy. And I love that about all of this. This community has supported us so well, and you didn't have to. And I appreciate that so much that we just got to figure something out in the next 7 days. Get in our Discord at bellthebirdman.com. If you still want to look as cool as Vince Quinn, because I will not even attempt to say that I do, please go.
We're wearing the same outfit. We're wearing exactly the same.
I know, but you look better in it. That's all I'm saying. But right. Regardless of that,
no, I'm not going to say no.
The simplest thing you can do to help us right now is go to bellandthebirdman.com and go to that link that is on bellandthebirdman.com that says, I'd rather be watching the Birds hats. GMENLOSS is the promo code. When you click on that bad boy, 25% off. I can, even if you don't think you'll look cool, this is one of the most outstanding hats I've ever graced upon my head. It's honestly, it is that good. I only say this because our good friend Birds Blog, who also bought a shirt today, shouted us out and said the same thing, and I respect his opinion immensely when it comes to clothing and everything else. And
ask Jimmy Gorecki.
Yeah. Oh, Jimmy Gorecki. Oh my God. thank you so much for putting one on. Jason over at Lucky Cat Beer for making that happen. You're an amazing person. I hope everything's going well for you, my friend. Hunter Brody, my man wearing it on NBC Sports Philly, who walked up to our booth and physically fucking bought one out of our hands. And not a lot of people do that, excuse me, in that business. And that was really fucking cool.
Very
so
cool.
I just wanted to thank you guys from the bottom of our hearts. How much support this has gained over the year. Man, it feels like forever, but honestly, it hasn't even been 2 years, if you can believe that. We haven't even fucking turned 2 yet, and it has been incredible meeting you guys, shaking your hands, hugging and kissing babies left and right, and I wouldn't give this up for the world because of all the people we've met. So, Vince Quinn, T, anything before we get out of here? I'll let you guys close it out.
Yeah, I mean, everything's been amazing. The support's been amazing. People in the live stream, in the Discord, text line, Twitter, general conversations out in the world. I mean, everything's been as good as you can ask for. And to see a team be this good and this ride still have at least one more week to it is about as good as you can ask for, man. I mean, this team is great. It's so likable. The fact that they keep advancing is even better. And I also want to shout out real quick, Peter, speaking of hats, I promised Peter 25 yards from Daniel Jones on the ground. He got 24.
Woof.
And so I'm going to personally pay for Peter to get a hat in Australia. He was watching the live stream in Australia. So
I'm sorry, I was going to shut up, but I have to say, like, Vince Quinn. Oh, yeah, tell the story. I'm sorry. But, like, oh, my God, Peter, I'm so sorry.
That shipping ain't cheap. I'll tell you that.
No, it's not, and it's coming out of my pocket. So Peter, I love you, buddy. Enjoy the free hat.
There's only one way to finish it off. Beat Dallas to go to Super Bowl.
I hope you pansy-ass fucking Dallas flukers just end up with a victory somehow, because I can't wait to kick your fucking ass. Oh, I can't wait. Whew! Let's go, boys.